Yeah guys, so we're back to chart pattern number 2. Okay, so we're gonna be talking about the double bottom this time around. We're gonna be talking about the double bottom. Okay, so now double bottom of course is basically like the double top. Okay, just that it is inverted. So the double top is when we are having a push to the upside, and then we have a reverse, then we have it makes a double top and then goes back to the downside. Usually in a bullish market that we find that. Okay, and then for the double bottom, the market have a push to the downside, and then we have a double bottom and then a push to the upside. Okay, basically this is also another name for this, for double bottoms, are called W patterns. Okay, so come with me to the charts. Let's go make some illustration, and then let's see how we can identify these forms on our charts. So of course, let's pick a chart. Let me see. So let's pick a chart. Let's go to the AUD USD. Where are you? So let's look at the AUD USD and see how we can pull out these forms here. So on the AUD USD, of course, I always like to look at the monthly time frame. So let's start all the way from here. Let's go back a little bit. So I'll make some annotations here. Okay, so this what is basically. All right, we have this push to the downside, to the top side, downside, and then to the top. Like I said, it's just an inverted form of double top. Okay, we have the double bottom here, we have the double touch at the bottom. Okay, we have one touch here, then we have another touch here, then we have a neckline at this point here. Alright, so this really happened in a downtrend. Okay, we have the trend coming with an impulse to the south, and then it goes up, tests the neckline, goes down, and then it comes back to take the neckline, and then this is what we have. It can break through it, it can bounce back, but we actually anticipate a breakout of the neckline, and then we now have this is what I usually anticipate when I have a double bottom. Okay, but like I said, the market has a mind of its own. It doesn't always do this. Okay, so now that we have the general idea about it, so now let's see how we can identify some double bottoms on this chart here. So even in this formation, okay, we usually have things like this. We usually have this also. We have this. We have a double top, a double bottom with a lower touch, with a higher touch, and then we also have double bottoms. Also have double bottoms with a lower touch, double bottoms with a higher touch, let me tag this, higher touch, okay, the lower touch. Okay, so these are the scenarios that can play out when it comes to these chart patterns also. All right, so now let's go into the charts and see what we can actually fish out here. Okay, so we have one here. Let me see. Okay, we have one here. Guys, don't forget this is the monthly time frame. Okay, we have one here. Okay, we have one here. We have one here, and then we have this other one here, and then we have a neckline, of course. And then we have a neckline. Okay, so price did this. Came down, came up, and then we have a break, we have a retest, and then a push to the upside. Okay, so price did this. All right, and then we have another one here. Okay, so guys, I'm just trying to make you have the eye for this thing. Okay, we have another one here. Price did this, came here, did this, and had a break. Okay, but this was a failed double bottom here. All right, whether it failed or it was successful, the idea here, guys, is for you to understand the general concept about these things, how they play out. So like I said, I just wanted to have the eyes for these things. Okay, and then we have the neckline here. For this one, we have the neckline here. Okay, and mind you guys, all right, you're not just trading chart patterns. Okay, you are you have to also apply other things like trend lines. You apply other strategies like Fibonacci. Okay, apply a Fibonacci tool and everything you need to apply, but you just don't trade chart patterns. Okay, you mix it up with other ingredients like we discussed in the past. Okay, so when it comes to trade entry and how to analyze the markets, enter the markets, okay, we'll be talking about that in other videos, but for now we're just talking about chart patterns. Okay, so then let's see, we have another one here. Guys, you have to shine your eyes to identify these things. Okay, and then the market had a break here. All right, then you have a neckline here. Yeah, can you see that? I have a neckline here. This top goes up, come down, go up. So this is a double bottom. This is a double bottom with a lower touch, just like what we have here in this first instance. Okay, in this first instance, the market came down, broke through here, went up, came down, had a lower touch. Okay, then went up to the neckline. Okay, broke the neckline, came up, had a retest, and then pushed forward, then came down. Okay, so this is what we have here. All right, then we keep going. Let me see, is there anyone else I can find? Yep, I just spotted one now. There may be others, maybe someone can help us identify, but I just found one here now. Okay, it's not all the time that it's going to be very, very obvious. Okay, you just have to sometimes open your eyes and see these things. Okay, so we have price coming down like this. We have price coming, had this push to this side here. Okay, did this, came up, came to the bottom, had a push to the upside, and had a retest and then push to the upside. Now this is what I like to see in the market. This is juice for me. This is juice for me. When I see this, I feel happy. You know, I feel very happy. All right, so you can see that the market came here, came push here, came to the test, came down, push up, came here, back to the neckline, had a retest, and then push up. Okay, so in this case, this pattern was acting as a reversal pattern. Okay, and then so now we have to look out for these things, so guys. So now you just spend your time, take time, go through your charts and see how you can identify this. So now let me show you one. So you see, guys, it's not all the time that you're going to have a winning chart pattern. All right, let me show you one that failed. All right, let me show you one that failed. Let me show you one that failed, so that you see that this market is not all roses. there are times that it's gonna burn you, you know. Okay, so we have a neckline here. Then this was happening. Okay, the market came, had this big impulse to the downside, went up, came and had a lower touch, then came back here. Instead of having a breakout, it came, tested this line here, and then pushed to the downside. All right, so price did not even give us that push to the upside like we expect, you know, in a double top, in a double bottom. Okay, like I said, guys, now let me show you something. Now let's do a little analysis about just this formation here. Okay, initially I mentioned that you just don't take chart patterns and trade them off the charts as they appear. What you want to do is that you want to combine it with other things. Okay, and let me show you the reason why this chart pattern actually failed. Now look at this. Those of you that have watched my video on support and resistance, if I extend this all the way to this side, you see that there was something that was happening here. Okay, it's not actually a video for support and the lecture on support and resistance, but let me bring it up because it's gonna be important. It's gonna help you out here. So you can see that when I extend this line all the way through, okay, what do we have here? Okay, we have the touch here. The line, this line was a resistance here. Okay, at this point we have another touch here. Okay, we have here the support. At this point we have another touch here, a support, and then here it came and break through. It came down here, we had a breakthrough here, a breakout. I keep saying breakthrough. Maybe somebody is gonna get a breakthrough tonight, but this is the idea here, guys. Price did all this. Okay, price did all this. They had a push to this side. Okay, resistance came down, breakout here, came down, came up, came down, up, down, up, had a break here, went up, okay, and then came down, did double bottom, went up again. All right, so this area, this line here was a very solid line. It's a very stubborn line. Okay, now if you see, if you had seen the pattern, the double bottom, and then you just want to trade it, okay, and now you didn't consider the fact to the left that we have a resistance, a strong resistance in that place, okay, you're gonna get yourself bounced. Okay, that's why I actually need to emphasize this, that look, you just don't pick a form on the chart and just trade it like that. Okay, you need to also, you have to trade chart patterns in context of other things. Okay, in the context of what the market is telling you. The market is telling you that there's a strong resistance to the left. So even though I see that double bottom, okay, I still have to check to the left what we have. All right, to make sure that I'm not actually missing out any detail that will, invalidate my analysis. Okay, so this is what we had here. Even though we had this double bottom, that's why this double bottom here failed. Okay, we had a push to the upside, but because of this stubborn guy here, because of this ceiling here, it couldn't break out, came down the other way. All right, so and that thing is okay. Now I'm still gonna bring up something else. If you look at it closely, after I did this double bottom and it failed, price came and made this. Price came and made this here. For those of us that have been paying attention, you see that price came and did this now. Okay, after this push to the downside, went up, came down, went up, and then gave us what? A very lovely double top. I don't know whether anybody have seen it here. Any of you guys have seen it. Look at it here. Let me show it to you. Okay. Can you see that? Can you see that? I have a double top here. Okay, so you can see that, like I said, you must always like to learn to look at the chart in context of a lot of things. All right, there was support and resistance play here. There was a double bottom play here. There is also what do you call it? There's also double top here now. Okay, that's why I'm trying to make you understand how this thing became this price action for a double bottom failed. All right, and then when price went up, came down, went up, came down, we had the break of this neckline, and then it keeps going down all the way. Okay, and then if I was actually doing a proper analysis, I'll see that this also, we have a trend here, a trend line here. Okay, all right, so that's, lecture for another day. Right now we're talking about chart patterns. Okay, so let me clean my charts. Clean my charts here now. All right, so now let's see if there's any other charts. Let's check the weekly. Anything for us on the weekly? Let me see. Okay, I think we have something, let's see here on the weekly. Okay, so guys, like I said, markets will not always give you a clean chart. This one of it, it's just for you to be able to spot it out. Okay, like now, so I may look at this, I may not see what is going on, but I see something here. Alright, look at this now, guys. We have this push to the downside, a push to the upside, a push to the downside. Can you see the double bottom? Alright, so guys, look, let me bring something to your notice. Okay, 1,000 traders can look at the chart and see different things. Alright, it all depends on how you've trained your eyes. What do you see? That's the question we always ask. What do you see? Alright, I'm telling you, you put this chart before 1,000 traders and they'll see 1,000 different things. Okay, so we have a neckline here, we have we have one touch at the bottom here. Okay, which gives us a double bottom. Alright, so guys, like I said, you just have to train your eyes to see these things. Okay, let me just pull up on that chart. I think this video is becoming too long. I don't like having long videos. Okay, so let me just see if I can get another chart. Let me see. Which chart can we look at? Let's see. Now let's like to trade the pound. Let's check pound order. What can we get here? I'll just try to go from the monthly. What can we get here? Okay guys, here this is pound AUD. Okay, so this is what we have here in the monthly. We have another one here. Nice. And then we had a push to the breaks up. We have a break to the break side, a break to the upside, and then so now we're gonna have this here. We have a neckline here. Okay, and then we have this lower touch, kind of double bottom. Okay, so price did this, and then this one. Okay, there may be more here, but just take your time, look at the charts. All right, now let me show you a very funny one here, a very funny one. Okay, it is there, but it's hard to find. But like I said, if you spend your time looking at the charts, you start seeing these things. All right, let me show you one here. Okay, it's not textbook kind of double top, double bottom, but I just wanted to have the general idea, like I always try to emphasize. All right, let me show you how it is playing out here. Okay, we have this. It came here, did this, and then can you see that now? A break. All right. Though this push to the upside, we actually had a little retest. If you go down to lower time frame, you see that this is actually a retest. Okay, so now if you are going to calculate how many pips do we get from this neckline to this point here, this is about 2,000 pips, guys. You understand? So now you can see how you can predict 2,000 pips into the future, and then all you have to do is to position yourself to keep buying the market. So now let me do something here, guys. Let me quickly do something here. Okay, no, come back. All right. Okay, so now after identifying my double bottom here, this is a double bottom with a higher touch, like I mentioned. All right, so now just this area here, just this push to this upside here, is about 2,000 pips. Okay, it's about 2,000 pips. So what I'll do is that now, just from this neckline here all the way to this point here, okay, the market is telling me that it is a bullish market. So all I have to do is just to keep buying the market. All right, I'll keep buying the market, until I maybe probably on the lower time frame, maybe at this point here I see a reversal pattern, and that tells me that okay, my bullish trend is coming to an end. Right, but the interim I keep buying the market. Okay, so guys, if I go down to the weekly time, if I go down to the weekly, all right, now see what is playing out. Can you see this? But guys, see, I identify these things from the monthly time frame. Okay, look at it here again. Look at it here. Okay, see, can you see the retest here? Can you see the retest? Yeah. Okay, so that's what I like to see the market doing. Alright, so sometimes you just have to pay attention to the market to see what the market is trying to tell you guys. Alright, you have to pay attention to the market closely. The market to tell you what this is what I'm trying to do. Alright, so now let me see, can I see anyone here? Can I see anyone here? Oh, they are here. Just for you to spend your time looking at this. Okay, so now this way you may want to apply Fibonacci and other things to see okay how far can the market go and all that. So if you want to know how I use my Fibonacci tool, you have to check my previous video on Fibonacci and see how I apply those tools. Okay, like I said, this video is for chart pattern only. So please guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, click on the notification bell so that you can always get notified when we have a video coming up. Alright, so let me see anything. I've not talked about the daily time frame most of the time. Okay, let me see. Yeah, on the daily time frame here. Let me see. Come down to the daily time frame. Alright guys, so these things I'm just picking it randomly so that it won't be like I actually selected the best charts and then give you this lecture. No, okay. Like I said guys, just pull out any charts and see how you can identify these things. Alright, that's what I'm trying to do for you guys here. Okay, so now I can actually see one here. Alright, so we have this here. And then we have this here. Okay, and then we have our neckline here. Okay, so this is what I see. See what I see. It came to the bottom here, up, and to the bottom here, and then we had this break here, came back, and then I had to push to the upside. So all these moves to the upside emanated from this guy here. Yeah, it came from this guy here. That's his double bottom. Okay, so guys, like I said, the chart will always give you a clean form. It will always give you a clean formation, but you have to, like I said, train your eyes to see these things. Always know what the market is saying at every given point in time. Always know what the market is saying at every given point in time, guys. Alright, so like I said, always pay attention to the market, and then to show you what it is trying to tell you if you care to pay enough attention. Okay guys, so I think let me call it a wrap here. I'll call it a wrap for this session. That's for the double top. So now come along with me to the next video, okay, where we'll be talking about head and shoulder pattern. Okay, head and shoulder pattern. Like I said, don't forget you can use it as reversal, and you can also use patterns for continuation and for entries. Okay, so that's, if I go into all this, I'll be giving you all my strategy, by spoon feeding you. But like I said, I'm about to break this thing down gradually. Okay, I don't want to bombard you with too much information at a go. Alright, so let's move to the next chart pattern.